Welcome to the Talking the Line podcast, presented to you by Talking the Line Sports Media, giving you our best insights and analysis so you can rake in some cold hard cash on your next sports bet. Now sit on back, open up your mind, and let's cash some tickets. We can't thank you enough for joining us. We hope you enjoy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers, far and wide. Welcome in to episode number 196 of the Talking the Line podcast. You know the vibes on this beautiful January the 6th, 2021, also known 2022. Holy shit, I'm too hyped here today. Kind of forgot the year for a second, but now I'm back. I'm live in prime time on this beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful Thursday of bets. Can't thank you enough for choosing to hang out, stop by, and chill out, get some pics from me and my partner. Before we dive into today's loaded show, please take a few moments to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting this here TTL podcast on. If you are watching on YouTube, might as well hit that notification bell over there as well so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping from the TTL crew. Or if you are watching on one of our social media platforms, make sure you hit that like button, that follow button there so you never miss any of our additional social media content. Or, hey, we don't forget about you either. You audio listeners out there, that's right, I'm getting closer to the microphone. If you're listening on one of your favorite podcast directories, make sure you hit that subscribe button there too, as we always release the audio of every episode after each live show is complete. Next item up on the docket, you can be so kind, you can find it in your heart to do so. You got a couple extra seconds while you're watching today's show. Hit that like button too, leave us a comment, leave us a rating, jump on over yonder there in a live chat if you are watching live. Love to answer your all of your questions on the show. Maybe also hit that share button, send it on over to your brothers, sisters, moms, dads, aunts, uncles, friends, enemies, neighbors, people who live on the opposite side of the damn globe as you, but you would refer to as a good old-fashioned ticket cashing degenerate, because that's what we are here at the TTL pod. And we can't tell you how much we appreciate it when you do all those things, because it helps us make TTL Sports Media bigger and better for each and every one of you. Last, certainly not least, head on over to this episode's description where you will locate the Talking the Line link tree. Within that link tree, you will find the talkingtheline.com website, all of the TTL Crew social platforms, and all of our additional content. So you can consume all of that jazz in one convenient location, however and whenever you please. Ladies and gentlemen and beautiful gambling people, joining us for episode number 196 once again on this beautiful January 6, 2022, I am your humbled, honored, hyped, and always handicapping host, Colt Soroka, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my partner, get some picks, get some insights, get some analysis, and you know the drill. Dive into more than probably 24 rabbit holes along the way. One final duty here on this morning's formalities. I've mentioned we, I've mentioned us, I've mentioned crew, I've mentioned partner far too many times without acknowledging the presence of the man here on said TTL pod with me. Gave him a little bit of razzing here. Shout out at Jeff Dawson at EC SI Sports Invest, EC Sports Invest on Twitter. Just did his show Breakfast Bankroll. Gave Mags a little bit of a razzing because of what I'm about to say. The man, the myth, the degenerate gambling legend, and this right here, the TTL's resident Southsider and cheesehead faithful himself, Mr. Riley RMags Magnuson. Partner, how the hell you doing over there today, pal?
My man, I am fantastic. I don't feel too razzed up at all. I feel, razzed up in the positive variety as far as the two teams that are better than your two favorite teams at the current moment. So I don't have too much to grovel about as far as that is concerned. Obviously, the team that I'm wearing on my chest right now.
Okay, pal. We fucking get it. We get it, okay?
Hey, I mean, you're taking shots at me for my White Sox out of nowhere in January here. What the hell do you expect me to do out here? You're wearing your Cubs hat.
Hey,
I gotta go now. I gotta dig out my. Now I gotta dig out my black and white stuff tomorrow to go on his show, which I guess I'm not complaining about as far as my wardrobe. But I'm excited for that, man. Great job to you as far as the morning show. Great job to Jeff. Fantastic show. Both of us have been big fans of his and his show. So great job to do, man. Aside from that, how you doing over there today?
Oh, I'm doing spectacular. This is what I need in my life. I was built for this shit. Mags, shows left, right, and center. Put me on, put me up. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to rock and roll for today's show. Yeah, sorry, my apologies. I know the old Cubs did happen. I rocked this hat yesterday, but I said, well, fuck, the Century Tournament tees off today. I could wear my other one, but this one's just so damn cool. So this is what happened. My sincerest apologies, but there you go. There you have it.
Hey, we might have the second half of the show. We might have to chat a little golf action today because
I think
kind of snuck up on me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, dude, me and Jeff were talking about it. There was only like 30, 36, 39 in the field. Some shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
No cuts, straight up. Like
okay. It snuck up on me if I'm being totally honest.
Yeah, man. So hey, we'll talk about that shit. Why the hell not? But today's show, we will tell you all about it here in just a minute. Before we do, we are a full transparency show. Some days we will have winners, some days we will have losers. Some days one of us will have a shitload of winners, the other one of us will have a shitload of losers, and vice versa. It's happened to the both of us. Oh, it is what it is. Here we go, first time on your screen. We'll talk about them as per usual. The TTL Crew's best bets of the day from December. Wow, I'm even fucking going back to December now. January the 5th, 2022. Okay, we'll get the big elephant out of the room quick. Mags 0-2. Yeah. It's all right, buddy. Florida -2. I was all over it with you.
Hey, man.
I played that one. It is what it is. The Texas Tech one, I fucking ran in the opposite direction. But
yeah, that's fair. I would play the Florida one probably 8 times out of 10. Again, honestly, I think that was a tough matchup. The wheels fell off in the second half. Texas Tech, I mean, honestly, I just wish I would have waited 30 minutes and caught it at the +4. I didn't realize it was going to move like that. That was just bad strategy on my part. The absence of Terrence Shannon, who I'm a big believer in. I'm a big believer of the Red Raiders. I don't know that I guess I need to take a small break on them. I'm still high on them, man, and I think as far as offensively, I feel a little validated as far as a little regression from Iowa State. That was a real low-scoring game, but nonetheless, bad day for me. Good day from you. Take the floor from me, partner.
Hey, it's all right, dude. My Crimson Tide and Nate Oates decided to finally show up there out of nowhere. Shackelford finally looking good from beyond the arc, so let's fucking go. I think we can get back in the boat with them. Texas Tech, man, just overvalued so far this year. I don't know exactly what the hell's going on, but man, oh man, you got the CLV trophy for the +2.5 here. Jeff got the CLV trophy for the -5. I think he caught it at -5. So either way, landed right in the middle of the both of you. So both of you are
how about that finish though, dude?
Oh, for fuck's sakes, goodness gracious, absolutely insane. And I said it on that show. If you can't handle some of these rough beats, and it's going to happen all the way throughout college basketball season, but it's most specifically first month plus a week or two. Like we'll be through it here pretty damn soon. If you're just now joining, you're thinking that the fucking sky's falling because you haven't been betting it. We have been betting it for the last 4, 5, 6 weeks now, Mags, whatever the hell it's been. So
6, 7 weeks, honestly.
So it's been moving, it's been grooving. We're about to come out of it. 3-0 night for your boy though.
Hey, shout out on the Miami money line as opposed to the old spread.
Yeah, boy. I
probably a worse beat than that Iowa State one, if in my opinion, as far as the spread is concerned, obviously.
I agree, and I think that's what we're gonna do for the time being. We're gonna eat a little extra chalk, and we're going to be okay with that. And we'll just go to the money line. So no big deal whatsoever. VMI +2.5, sneaking in the back door out of nowhere. Maybe the tides are turning. Maybe because those little things used to be falling in favor of the opposition. Yeah. So now they're falling into favor of your boys. So we'll see what's happening there.
Yeah.
Parlay pop-off. Sons of bitches and the Wednesday Warrior. Bowling Green had it for 90% of the game. Came out hot as shit. And then there you go. See you later. How you doing? Keep it moving. Parlay pop-off. No bueno whatsoever either. Moneyline Dice roll, 1-1, Western Carolina. They took care of those old Citadel Bulldogs. I wasn't crazy. So they did that with ease. The under, no go. We talked about it. That was probably going to be a shootout, and it fucking was. So there you go. There you have it. Everything all in between. If you did, hey, there you go.
Hey-o.
Goodness gracious. I don't know what the fuck just happened there. My apologies. It's a quick little zoom. If you bet us all the way across the board, quick little 3-2 night for you. Went positive. If you ended up doing the Warrior as well, 3-3. Still went positive from that. But if you did put a quarter unit on the parlay pop off, just a nice little break even day. So we never like to go all the way break even. We like to bankrupt these books. Yeah. So without further ado, mine's a goldfish. Get that nonsense out of here.
Mine a goldfish for me, at least. Good grief.
Oh yeah. Hey, it's all good, my man. I'm bringing the good vibes. I made my plays last night. I didn't make these this morning. Some of these have moved like a some beach, but I think the ones that I am on, the sides that we're on, I do not think that this line movement matters. So we'll talk about that. My best bets, I got 5 to dish out. Mags, you have
I just got 2 today.
2 to dish out. All right, so we got 7 from across the board. Are you both college basketball or no?
Yep.
Okay, so all college basketball, and then we'll get into the Board Bender Parlay. That's right, the Board Bender Parlay. 4 legs paying out over 10-1 odds. We got 2 college basketball legs, 1 NBA leg, and 1 from the old NHL. I say, little hockey.
Hey, well. Are we hockey sharps again?
Are we back to being hockey sharps?
We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, so stay tuned for that third segment of the day. We'll recap all of that nonsense.
That's a lot more fun when we are hockey sharps.
I hope so. We'll recap all of that nonsense. Oh, hey, shout out Moneyline Dice. Even brought these sons.
Hey, I did. I saw. Nice.
I was just like, damn, I don't have a coin. What the fuck am I going to do? I'm like, oh, hey, the dice are sitting here. Let's go. So shout out Moneyline Dice. Multiple uses and applications for these wonderful cubicle objects. So they'll be coming in. Final segment of the first half of the show. As always, segue us into second half of the show. RMags Sidebar. We had some damn good convos yesterday.
Hey, Trivia Thursday, baby.
Oh, child, please. You did not just say Trivia Thursday. Sign me the fuck up.
Almost forgot, but
now.
I didn't.
It is fucking signed away. I am on tap. I am ready to rock and roll. I will be having my brain cap on, thinking cap, whatever the fuck you want to say.
Tough one today. A tough one. Non-sports. Got tough ones today.
Bring it to me, pal. Well, shit, the sports one you did, I didn't know where the hell we were going. The last time you did trivia on me, that one sent me in like any general area where we're going for your sidebar? Any
Music.
Like, hey, let's go. Okay. Love it. All right, so that'll obviously open up a bunch of rabbit holes, as it already has. Take the over today. Definitely going to be extra windy. I will warn you of that. We'll talk about some leans potentially. I got a handful of them we can maybe get into as well. Talk a couple of upcoming updates as far as content, yada, yada, yada. Motivation minutes, as per usual, my friends. Got kind of the idea from the legendary Reverend T.D. Jakes. Hadn't seen him for a long time, and he just came out of nowhere on my Instagram feed on a page, on a motivational page I follow. Obviously, as always, I put my own spin on it, do my own thing, but kind of got some of the idea from him. So, talking about being unique today, it's kind of funny. My morning reading was also kind of on the same topic. So it's funny how it all kind of
there you go.
Conjugated together. Sometimes those things work, and they end up coming out of my face for the motivation minute. So stick around for that final segment of the day. But for now, I've already fucking had 2 of these on shows, ready to rock and roll.
Hey,
I'm ready for another one.
Can't match you there, but
it's full, ready to go. Lift them up if you're watching live, if you're watching later, if you're listening. You know what we're about to do. Lift them up. To me. To you over there, partner. See, there was the clink. And all you beautiful people out there sipping the black elixir of the gods, take your sip. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, hey, I got some new.
You thought this was a single sipper? Fuck.
Got some grown man mugs for Christmas. None of my girlfriend's
like
cat
that.
mugs over here.
I like that. I like that. You know,
the last week or so.
You need you one with some girth. It gets you some girth.
Oh, yeah.
I know I use this one every day, but shout out my mom. My mom got this one for me, dude, and it's my favorite fucking coffee mug.
I like it.
It keeps coffee warm for so long from the Bass Pro Shops. Shout out Bass Pro Shops.
Yep.
And it's a good fucking mug. And folks know what's going on when they if I'm sipping coffee, they know what's going on. Don't tread on me. Let me take a sip and then we can have a conversation.
That's fair. And my I like I said, my big old girthy mugs are the old girlfriend's cat mugs. So not the best look on the old show, you know? I don't know.
Meowie cat missed some shit.
Yeah, whatever the hell it is.
I love it. All right. There you go. There you have it. Daily cheers, everything all in between. You got any questions, drop them in the comments. We'll be more than happy to answer them live on the show. Hey, maybe if you even drop a comment, you might see it live pop up on the show. Who knows? So maybe somebody dare to put in a comment in the comment section. Maybe you see it pop up live on the show. Who am I? What do I know? Hey, Mr. Producer. We're on the same page. So just in case, who knows? Maybe something happens. All right, for now, until we reach the next rabbit hole, probably way before the second half of the show. Quit the nonsense, cut the drama, and cut the banter. You could go to every other sports media outlet and get. You come to the TTL pod for the Stone Cold Locks, picks, insights, analysis. Yeah, diving into those rabbit holes from time to time. But most importantly, running tickets to the pay window with the TTL crew all day and night long. So without further ado, it's time for me to yield back and for us to get into the first segment of the day. RMags best bets of the day. I'm excited to hear what he has to say about these two because these two were not even on my radar whatsoever today. Really excited to see what he's got to lay down. So, partner, as always, let it rip, let him have it, and you, sir, have the floor.
I appreciate you, my man. I am going to start.
No. Oh. I appreciate you.
Oh, thanks, dude. I am going to start over on the West Coast, the old Pac-12. 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm picking off the Washington and Utah game. Washington Huskies, Utah Utes. Taking the Huskies plus. I caught them at plus 10, partner, down to 9.5 in certain spots here, despite some big money, apparently, as far as I'm seeing my tracker here. Our tracker that we use looks like 92% of money on Utah. Public bet percentage, a lot closer to 50-50, but from 10 down to 9.5, I do like that a lot. And I totally understand why people might be, from a surface level, rushing to Utah in certain spots. Because I won't sugarcoat it. Washington's offense has been bad this year, but they're running into a pretty mediocre defense in Utah. 133 ranked ADE, adjusted defensive efficiency, is Utah's defense. And on the flip side, Washington actually has a fairly competent defense, partner. Like I said, when they run into certain teams that can absolutely lock them down, it's a nightmare for their offense. But defensively, Washington's top 100 ADE team as well. Better defensively than Utah, actually. And they're running into a solid offense in Utah. Utah's 55th AOE, but I think a lot of what Washington actually has some strengths in can neutralize some of the things that Utah does well. Washington's actually covered both the last meetings between these two teams, covered them both last year, actually, 2 meetings, plus 5.5 cover, won that one outright, actually, and a plus 8 cover, kept that one close as well. And I think I'm not saying Washington wins this one on the road here. I'm not saying that, but I do think they keep it right around 5-6 points. Washington, another thing, I'm kind of illuminating what they do. They don't do well, Washington, and that is they're a bad defensive rebounding team, but Utah is a bad offensive rebounding team. Kind of what I'm saying in this one, partner, is that all of Washington's weaknesses, Utah's strengths don't really match up to that. They're not going to be able to exploit all of these holes that the Huskies have on whether it's offensively or defensively, and vice versa. The few things that Washington can do well actually kind of neutralizes some of the things that Utah does well. So it's one of my favorite spots as far as when a bad team isn't going to be exploited at what they don't do well. I like, especially giving me 10 points, hell, even 9 points. I like this one down to 8, if I'm being honest. I like this one a lot, partner. I'll go with some trends now. Washington, in these types of spots, 6-1 ATS last 7 as a dog. Typically get pretty undervalued because, I mean, you and I use KenPom. A lot of people use KenPom. You pull it up. We mentioned it. They're one of, as far as KenPom ratings, they are one of the worst teams.
Trash.
They're bad. They are bad. But basically, what I'm saying is that their weaknesses won't be shown on display here tonight. 5-1 ATS last 6 on the road. So even more typically, they tend to be undervalued in these spots. 5-1 ATS last 6 on the road. 9-2 ATS last 11 following a straight up loss. So even in bounce back spots, they can cover those spreads, whatever they are. And when they do lose, it's typically even more inflated in the opposite way here. And the Utes, I like the Utes in certain spots. Once again, I'm sure we'll have them in our bet slips, you and I, this year, partner. 3-7-1 last 11 versus a team with a losing road record, and 1-5-1 last 7 versus a team with a losing straight up record. So they're just a team that is typically overvalued against some of these bad teams. I put this line closer to 6-7 points, partner. So give me the Huskies plus the 10. Like it all the way down to 8 if you're seeing it there. Seeing it 9.5 right now. Take it right there for me.
I thought you were wild when you first told me this morning. And, okay, number one, before I go on with that, you just going to gloss over the Thursday trend? 1-4 against number. Their last 5 Thursday games are
I think Washington.
Utes.
Actually, I think both teams.
Yeah,
I think both teams
shitty,
had a rough
hey,
Thursday trend.
Hey,
so
you
I
didn't
think
have
that's
to
why
say
I
that.
left off.
You didn't have to say that. We could have just fucking done it like all the other professional handicappers done and swept the other one under the fucking rug. You know, that's what everybody fucking else does. Yeah. No, fucking electric. I love Washington, man. I think they're really good in this spot. You look surface-wise, this one definitely looks like, oh, shit, Utah's been burning the mess out of teams. But you go below the surface, you look into the shit that actually matters. You said it. Washington's flaws aren't going to be exposed here today. I'm with you. It's in my bet slip right now. I'm going to see what the hell you got going on with this second play of the day if I'm going to have 2 in my bet slip, and we're going to get them locked in. So, RMags, first best bet of the day. It's at +9 on the FanDuel Sportsbook. Mm-hmm. Be sure to do your line shopping but I like it at the +9 as well. Would take it down to the +8.5, +8 at the most. But there you go. There you have it. RMags first best bet of the day. Partner, keep the proverbial podcast train steaming down the tracks. Your second best bet of the day.
All right, number 2, partner. Didn't realize I contradicted myself as far as state wardrobes are concerned on today's show. But going to the Big Ten, I've got a Packers sweatshirt on. Going to the Big Ten matchup, and I'm fading the Wisconsin team in this matchup here. Didn't realize I did that. Not a Wisconsin basketball fan.
The junior cheeseheads. I see.
Nobody calls them that. You're the first person that's ever called them that.
It's gonna stick. It's gonna stick.
Whatever.
They're the junior cheeseheads, guys. Listen. Wisconsin Badgers, junior cheeseheads. Yeah. That's what they are now. Make it stick.
I am going to Iowa, Wisconsin. I'm taking the Iowa Road Dogs in this one. Might come as a surprise to a lot of people. But bets and money slips, partner. Money percentage is really close to 50-50 I'm seeing. As far as bet percentages, though, 90% of bets on Wisconsin. So Iowa looks like a lot of big money coming in on Iowa, sitting right around 2.5, 3. I caught them +2.5. Mm-hmm. And I've already seen this morning, partner, a lot of people talking about this is Johnny Davis versus Keegan Murray. If you didn't know who Johnny Davis was, you saw him the other night put up 37-14 on the road in a massive win against Purdue. And I get it. I'm not trying to sit here and say that Johnny Davis isn't a good player. I'm not saying that. But you should also remember the name. And if you don't, you will probably know tonight. Keegan Murray for the Iowa Hawkeyes put up 35 the other night in a much lower nationally televised game against Maryland that a lot of people did not realize how good this guy is. But beyond that, I don't think I don't think these guys are putting up 35 points again tonight is kind of what I'm saying. You shouldn't really be looking at these two guys as the marquee for this game. The story for me is that this is just a clash of different styles of basketball, partner. The classic fast-paced team, slow-paced team. Iowa being the fast-paced team, 62nd in tempo, third adjusted offensive efficiency, very, very efficient offensive team. And then you have Wisconsin all the way down at 287 tempo. And Wisconsin, 287, very slow tempo. That's where they historically play at. And I mentioned historically because that's one thing, especially in these Big Ten matchups. If you can find some historical trends in the last 2-3 years when teams play historically a similar style of basketball that they are to this current team, which is very similar to what these two teams are. Obviously, how good these teams were the last few years, a little differing, but Iowa, last 4 meetings between these two teams have taken care of business the last 4 meetings, played well offensively, and held Wisconsin down on their side of the offense. As far as tempo, though, Wisconsin has a really small sample size versus some fast-paced teams, partner. That's, you know me, I like to find those, what have they done against fast-paced teams? Not a ton of games. One of their losses, Ohio State 55 tempo, really similar to Iowa here. Another Big Ten game that they did lose. And I'm honestly also kind of selling high on Wisconsin following a win on the road at Purdue. And now they're coming in as a short 2.5 favorite at home, a very famously good home atmosphere in Wisconsin. And I really like Iowa in this spot. You have on KenPom, Iowa actually rated higher overall, 23rd to Wisconsin's 30th. I think Iowa, if they get this win, and regardless of this win, I think at some point you'll see them being a ranked team here. And then much like Wisconsin, not having a very sizable sample size against fast-paced teams, Iowa has a small sample size versus slow-paced teams. Virginia, being the slowest team they've faced, took that one outright. Obviously not quite the same team, but as far as tempo, Virginia even slower than Wisconsin. Iowa got that one done outright. Wisconsin 46 AOE, adjusted offensive efficiency. I think that's a little inflated, partner. 285 effective field goal percentage is Wisconsin as far as effective field goal percentage. I don't know. I'm interested to see why there's that much discrepancy when you have that low of an effective field goal percentage rating. But the biggest thing that I think here is really just the clash of styles between these two teams. Last 4 meetings I mentioned, Iowa taking it. Wisconsin's averaging 63.5 points per game compared to Iowa, outscoring them in those 4 meetings on an average of 10 points per game. And I think Iowa gets it done outright. I'm not saying they blow them out by 10 or more. I think it's going to be a close game down to the wire. That's why I love the extra 2.5 points, because at worst, I think Wisconsin might win at the buzzer if they do get this one done outright. But I really think the fast tempo of Iowa is going to throw Wisconsin off their offense like they have. Iowa's going to get too fast-paced. Wisconsin doesn't quite know what to do, and it's going to cause some problems for them, get them out of their comfort zone. And Iowa has proven in the last few meetings between these two teams that Wisconsin's not going to dictate the tempo and get them out of their comfort zone. They're comfortable playing at a slower tempo if they have to. They still can shoot the basket well. They're 32nd effective field goal percentage, whereas Wisconsin's 108th effective field goal percentage defensively. So solid, but not as great as people are leading you on to believe. So to finish it off with some trends here, Iowa 6-1 ATS last 7 following a straight-up win, and the underdog in this meeting is 2-0-2 last 4 meetings. So obviously, as far as covering, that kind of different as far as what I said about Iowa. Iowa's the dog in some of those matchups, a little flip-floppy, but I really think Iowa has some value here on the road, partner. I think they are a really, really good team. They can shoot it. They can do whatever you need it to. Keegan Murray is a dog himself. 2 of the best players in the country so far this year. If you don't know Keegan Murray, you're going to know tonight. Give me the Hawkeyes plus the 2.5. Love it if you're seeing that 2.5 or 3, partner.
Hashtag RMags. If you don't know Keegan Murray, you soon will tonight. Also, CC Talking the Line Podcast 2022. What have you done against fast pace lately? How about that?
Yes.
What have you done against fast pace lately? Hey, I'm on a fucking roll here today.
I love it. I love it.
If I'm going anywhere, Wisconsin money line. I think you're on the right side. I think this is going to be a goofy finish. It's going to finish by like a point. It's not even going to be a full bucket. It's going to be something wild. Is how I see this shaking out. I just simply can't fade Wisconsin 6-1 straight up on their home hardwood. That defense has been so damn good, and the only thing that gave me any pause was maybe Iowa's defense, but that's a maybe in all caps. I'm really not worried about it. As far as the spread goes, you're on the right side, man. I like it. I said to myself last night when I was capping this game, I said, you know what? I really like Wisconsin on the money line, but I bet you Mags will have Iowa on the dog, and that is my Big Ten man, our Big Ten man, people. So you better fucking listen up and take what he's got to lay down. Second and final best bet of the day, on top of any closing thoughts he might have, the Iowa Hawkeyes +3.
No, sir, I got nothing else to lay down. I was going to go into Lions Den at Kohl Center and take care of business tonight, dude.
Okie dokie artichokey. I like the sound of that. Let's keep it moving, keep it grooving. Second segment of the day, my best bets of the day. All right, well, if you were just tuned into the breakfast bankroll in any capacity, my apologies. You're going to hear a little bit of stuff repeated, but it is what the hell it is. I do pre-game analysis. I can't be flipping around 1,500 different freaking tabs and shit here. So, if not, strap back in. We're ready to rock and roll for my best bets of the day. Got 5 coming at you. The Mid-Major King has entered the chat. First one, this one you're going to have to trust me on. And partner, I am so excited we get to go back to this team again, my man. We're going to the matchup between the Oral Roberts Golden Eagles and the St. Thomas Tommies. If this isn't a Mid-Major King play, I don't know what the hell is. We're taking the Tommies. +4.5 is what I caught them at. I saw it messing around at 5.5 a little bit this morning, but mostly holding that consensus around the market at 4.5.
Yeah.
Oral Roberts, I said it on Jeff's show, they are being extremely overvalued, and they are a brand name. Do not buy into the brand name. They are 2-5 straight up, 3-1 away from home on an opposing team's hardwood. I am not buying that whatsoever. Nobody knows who the Tommies are. I do. This guy's starting to, and we've been cashing fucking tickets on him. And one thing, I said it yesterday with a couple of the teams I backed. I said, hey, one thing they do well, if nothing else, they defend home hardwood. The Tommies are 4-1 straight up on their home hardwood. They have played a little lesser competition, but they have got the job done convincingly. Oral Roberts just being so inconsistent, I can't back them with that many points. I don't think this finishes by more than 2, and I also said it already today, the Tommies might win this game outright. But we're going to take every point the books are willing to give because of a couple key reasons. Both of these teams are terrible defensively. We are going to see a shootout and a half, so get ready for that. Offensively, St. Thomas holds the edge. 68th in AOE, 17th in effective field goal, 106 in 2-point percentage, 12th from beyond the 3-point arc. I love that. I think that's a key edge. And also another key edge, 51st from the charity stripe. All per KenPom as per usual. Compare that simply to Oral Roberts, 93rd in AOE, 42nd effective field goal. Outside of the top 100, 131 in 2-point percentage, 23rd in 3-point percentage, and 180th from the free throw stripe. I think they struggle from beyond the arc and from the charity stripe. Unlike the Tommies, I think the 3-ball and the charity stripe are what allows them to keep this game close. If anybody's going to be coughing up the rock and losing the TO battle, my friends, it ain't going to be the Tommies. Offensively, they're 4th in the nation per KenPom in turnover percentage. It's going up against Oral Robert that is still solid, but 26th. Again, any small edge with these small spreads, we will take. I also think the Tommies dictate the tempo. I didn't talk about this on Jeff's show. Wanted to keep it nice, tight, and concise. Again, probably could have had some time for this because it's really important. I think the Tommies dictate the pace of this entire game. They are 307th in tempo compared to the Golden Eagles that are 61st. I think the Tommies use their home court advantage, slow it way down, value their possessions, keep this game close all the way through, if not win it outright. Told you guys earlier as well, if you tuned in, St. Tommy's 2nd in AOE in the Summit League, 1st in turnover percentage on offense, 2nd in 3-point percentage offensively, and 2nd in free throw percentage. Simple comparison, closing out the stats with the Golden Eagles, 4th in the Summit League in AOE, 7th in turnover percentage, 4th in 3-point percentage, and 3rd at the charity stripe, all per KenPom for the Summit League. You don't believe me and my goofy-ass trends or some of the stone-cold stats, believe the trends. Oral Roberts is 2-3 straight up their last 5 road games. 0-9 ATS last night after scoring 100+ in their previous game. I smell a letdown because St. Tommy's 9-2 against the number, last 11 overall. 4-0 ATS last 4 following a straight-up win, and 5-2 ATS last 7 following an ATS win. Let's kick things off here today. Give me the St. Thomas Tommies +4.5.
Hey, I've got no issues. You say the word Tommy's, I say, or I jump, whatever.
Let's go.
You say how high, I jump, whatever. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying over here, but I'm on the Tommy's with you, my man. I don't know what the hell I'm saying over here. Don't listen to me.
I catch the vibes. I get what you're saying.
You know
All
what
right.
I'm trying to say.
Yes, I do. 150%. We will keep it moving, keep it grooving, lock in the Tommies, plus 4.5. Second best bet of the day. I teased this one. Didn't get to talk much about it. Can't wait to talk a bunch about it because it might be my second favorite one on my entire card. Going to the conference. Well, before I do, Oral Roberts, or no, what was I saying? Oh, SMU and Cincinnati. We'll get to that one. But is that their AAC, right? Or are they A10? Or they're
that's
AAC.
AAC.
They are AAC?
Yeah.
Okay, I was talking right. I thought I was talking out of my ass. So there you go. There you have it. Okay, second best bet. We're sticking in Conference USA. Don't worry about what I just said. Conference USA right now. UAB Blazers, UNT Mean Green. We're going to the Mean Green on the money line. Bottom line, point blank period, the Blazers are being overvalued on their home hardwood. They may be 12-3 or away from their home hardwood. I apologize, on the road. They may be 12-3 straight up, 10-3 against the number overall, but they've only had 2 road games, 1-1 straight up and against the number. They've played extremely weak opponents. I will tell you about them as why I think they're overvalued. Last 6 games overall, UTSA, not worth anything. UTEP, about the same. Oh, hey, your boys, Mags, Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils. That's a hell of a matchup. They lost to West Virginia. Your boys also Grambling. They got a nice win over Grambling.
Swag, baby.
And
Shout
then the toughest one, Millsaps University. They got a nice win over them as well. So I'm calling Fooey. Blazers are overvalued. Mean Green are starting to heat up, my friends, just in time for Conference USA play, and they play damn good on their home hardwood. 5-1 straight up, 2-2 against the number at home, 8-3 straight up, 6-3 against the number overall. They are battle tested. Over their last 6 games, they played Rice and beat them, Wichita State and beat them, Sam Houston State and beat them, UMass and beat them. Okay, I'll slow down a little bit. LSU Shreveport and beat them. All right. But Drake and beat them. They are hot, heating up in the perfect damn time. I do believe that UNT controls the entire tempo of this game. They're 357th, second to last in the entire nation in tempo. They are going to dictate the pace of this. UAB is 102nd. Just look for that to be a key thing here. UNT is really going to just control time of possession, offense, defensively. You're not going to have to worry about anything on that side. Now, I just mentioned defensively. I think that's the most important thing here because defense wins championships, and UNT's on their damn home court, and boy, oh boy, does defense look real good on home court. 37th in ADE for the UNT Mean Green, 96th in opponent effective field goal, 192nd in 2-point percentage allowed, 24th in 3-point percentage allowed. If you don't know, this is where the Blazers try and make their money. We mitigate that risk because the damn Mean Green are so good at defending it. They're second in free throw percentage allowed. They don't foul. I said steal. I tip my hand. Here you go. They're 56th in turnover percentage defensively. I think they absolutely shut down the Blazers here today. Speaking of defensive performances win championships, UNT, I mentioned it, has a pretty solid opportunity to win Conference USA, at least in the regular season this year. Gets a little muddy once we get to conference tournament time, but I like them regular season-wise. So, hey, why the hell not? Let's see how they're doing in Conference USA so far. Offensively, first in AOE, first in offensive turnover percent, and first on the offensive glass. Defensively, first in ADE, first in opponent effective field goal, first in 2-point percentage allowed, first in 3-point percentage allowed, and first in steal percent. My friends, take note of the names Jordan Walker and Thomas Bell. They will stand out. They will be our money men here today, and we will get the Mean Green to the pay window and get some mean fucking green in our pockets, baby. But you don't believe me. Believe the trends. UNT 4-1 ATS last 5 overall, 8-3-1 ATS last 12 following an ATS win, 4-1 ATS last 5 following a straight up win. They're also 7-1 ATS last 8 versus a team with a winning percentage above 600. 4-1 ATS last 5 games played in the month of January, 10-1 against the number their last 11 games played on the 4th day of the week, that being Thursday, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves for you Spanish Espanol speakers out there, and UNT 5-0 ATS last 5 games against a Conference USA opponent. I know I'm hyped. I know I'm about it. This might be my favorite one. I know I just gave out a bunch of ATS trends. You said, Colt, you said take the damn money line. I understand this. I just wanted to put some backing behind it. We're going to mitigate any nonsense happening on the spread. Take the UNT Mean Green money line. Second best bet of the day.
I like it, dude. I do like it. I'm still learning a little more about the Conference USA, and this I think will be a learning game for me for sure.
Okay.
So you go ahead and take this one to the window for me.
Straight to the pay window, I will. Aye, Commandant.
Hey,
On
you
to the
mentioned
next
my my Mississippi Valley State boys. 0-12 straight up at 6-6 to the number. I might be
Delta
doing the
Devils.
opposite of what I did last year,
The old
dude. I might be
Delta
bringing
Devils.
bringing
Watch
them
out.
on the back and train this
Watch out
show
now.
in the future.
Watch out now. Okay, well, there you go. There you have it. Third game we're going to, Conference USA. Sticking in Conference USA. Another heated matchup. Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders against the Rice Owls. We're taking Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders plus the 3.5. I'm okay with it going up to 4.5 as well. I think that's kind of that nonsense movement we've seen all week long, and here early on in the season, I think a lot of people are like, "Who the hell is Middle Tennessee?" Oh, Rice. We know what Rice is. Oh, 4.5. Yeah, it's over that key number of 4. We can definitely take that. Let's take the 4.5, and I don't think you should. Rice just being a touch overvalued at home. I don't think this finishes by more than a bucket. I kind of lean 2 points rather than 3 points, but hell, 3 points is fine with us now. I definitely don't think it finishes more than 4, but for the sake of my bet, we'll stick it at 3.5. I think it doesn't finish by more than a bucket at 2. Middle Tennessee might even win the game outright. Middle Tennessee's 192nd per KenPom. They absolutely destroyed the month of December. Their last 6th overall, 4-3 straight up, 4-1-1 against the number. However, Rice did not do that in the month of December. They limped through it and are limping into January. They just lost 43-75 to the UNT Mean Green that we just put a bet in on. 43-75. Failed to cover a 10.5 point dog spread. Yes. 3-4 straight up, 2-4 against the number. Their last 7 overall. You want to back that underdog or just that overall inconsistency? Go ahead. No thanks. I'm good. CC Talking the Line Podcast 2022. What have you done against fast pace lately? Rice doesn't play well against teams that like to boat race them. They like to boat race teams. Get out, get in transition. Whoa, stop. Oh, there's the 3 ball. They like to do that shit to teams. Well, guess what? Middle Tennessee likes to do that exact same thing, and they're just a little bit better at it. 66 in the nation in tempo compared to Rice's 94th. So I think Middle Tennessee kind of dictates the pace, and if anybody's going to win that tempo race, it's going to be the Blue Raiders. Anyone's going to be coughing up the rock, it ain't going to be the Blue Raiders, my friends. They are 263rd offensively in turnover percentage, so yeah, not the best on the planet, but defensively 51st in defensive turnover percentage. Rice, simple comparison, 278th offensive turnover percentage, so actually worse than the Blue Raiders, 351st in defensive turnover percentage. Who you think is going to be causing the turnovers? I don't know. If I was a betting man, I would be thinking the Blue Raiders. Speaking of defense, we all know Middle Tennessee can score. Actually, we both know Middle Tennessee can score, partner. We actually cast a few tickets on these bad boys here this year already. But did you know their defense actually kind of shines as well, only allowing 66.9 points per game, 172nd in ADE per KenPom. Simple comparison to Rice, 74.3 points per game allowed, almost, 8 points, we'll say 10, why not? 298th in ADE, so almost outside of the top 300 compared to Middle Tennessee. This is Middle Tennessee's first Conference USA play game. This is Rice's second. I obviously just told you about the UNT game. I think the struggles continue for Rice, and Middle Tennessee continues to heat up just at the right time. But you don't believe me? Believe the trends. Middle Tennessee, 6-1-1 ATS last 8 overall, 5-1 ATS last 6 road games, 5-1 ATS last 6 road games versus a team with a winning straight up record, 5-2-1 ATS last 8 Thursday games. Rice 0-4 ATS last 4 versus a team with a winning percentage above 600. 0-5 ATS last 5 versus a team with a straight up winning record overall. Straight up winning. Try and say that 5 times fast, you assholes. 2-8 ATS last 10 Thursday games, and 1-5 ATS last 5 Thursday games. Home Thursday games on the road. You know what? Quick rabbit hole. If you don't believe me, believe it. Believe all the trends. Middle Tennessee turning it around in Conference USA. You don't believe me? Why does everybody always make fun of my like you ain't ever fucked up an R or a W or a W before? Everybody always you fucked it up. You're a human being too. Like it always fucking cracks me up. It's like I do that shit all the damn time. It just like holy mouthful of R's and W's and Q's and they
I think that one, the one you did, just I don't know, just sounds the funniest. Like straight up, just
straight up winning Weckled, straight up winning Weckled. And it's just like back to child infancy.
Yeah.
So there you go, out of the rabbit hole. Third best bet of the day, Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders plus 3.5.
I like it, dude. I do like it. I'm basically pulling the reins back on myself today. I've taken some rough beats this week. I'm taking the Tommies with you, and I'm keeping my 2 plays. And I told you, I'm doing a little learning as far as I'm watching these games, rooting you on, trying to learn more about the Conference USA. Big total in this one, so I do think it's going to be a lot of offense. But I like what you said about the defensive splits comparing the 2 defenses. I think that matters with that big total. It could be the deciding factor, honestly.
Yeah, I definitely think it will be. So, yeah, I like it a lot, and I don't think you need to worry about that line movement whatsoever. Be comfortable. I think we might even see it come back to 3.5 by tip.
Sure.
So, there you go. There you have it. 2 more. Number 4, going to the big sky, baby.
Okay.
Oh, much like my SoCon yesterday, 2-0 SoCon so far. Let's hope that SoCon action keeps going for your boy. The games I didn't have bets on would have cashed if we put them out. So let's keep the SoCon rolling.
Okay.
Let's move it over to the big sky. You know, that's pretty much 1-1, hand in hand. Those are my 2 mid-major conferences. I love them. So we're going to the Montana Grizzlies and the EWU, Eastern Washington University Eagles. And I caught the Eagles at plus 1.5. It is up to plus 2.5, but I think that's kind of fugazi. I see it plus 3, one book, but a book that doesn't really matter in the scope of world problems. I think it's pretty much right around plus 2.5, and I'm okay with that. And I might think it even comes back down to plus 1.5. I think this is kind of a setup for Montana. This line should not be this low whatsoever. They're kind of all around a little bit better of a team than Eastern Washington. But like you said, partner, with your Washington pick, there's a lot of flaws that Eastern Washington has that aren't really going to be exposed today because Montana doesn't have the exposability, if you will, on their side of the rock in those areas. So Montana, if you want to back this on the road, go ahead, but they're 1-5 straight up and against the number so far on the road, and the number keeps rising. If they've only covered one game and it was as a dog, go ahead. Hey, go right ahead, but I'm good on all that nonsense. Their 2 losses on the road, actually, or 2 out of their 5 losses. I have no idea what the hell I was trying to say here, so forget about what I was saying there. We'll just move on to Eastern Washington. What the fuck was I on? It was getting late. Eastern Washington, they do turn it on when it comes conference time. I already talked about that here today on Jeff's show again. Shout out. They turn it on when it comes to conference time, and they've been a little bit shaky as they are to start every single damn year. You got to look below the surface, and I'm here to tell you that they've been pretty damn good at home. 2-1 straight up, 0-1 against the number. They've really started to turn things around and get hot at the right time. 5-2 straight up, 5-1 ATS last 7 overall. If anybody is going to control the pace, it's going to be Eastern Washington. And contrary to what I've been saying here today, I think they're going to boat race Montana. They're 76 in tempo compared to Montana's 271st ranked tempo. Now, everybody, partner, Montana is a defensive first-base team. If they cannot control the tempo, which I don't think they do here, especially with this being in Eastern Washington, there's no way that they're going to have a shot in hell at winning this game. They're going to lose it outright. They have to control it with their defense, and they simply won't. Because of that tempo, because of that split, this game turns offensive instantaneously. Eastern Washington, couple of key advantages. 158th in effective field goal compared to Montana's 206th. Sticking with Montana, 264th in 2-point percentage, 107th in 3-point percentage, and 355th on the offensive glass, all per KenPom. Simple comparison back to Eastern Washington, 187th in 2-point percentage, 130th in 3-point percentage, and 236 on the offensive glass. I think Eastern Washington's ability just to overall knock down shots and scoop up the rebounds on the offensive side of the ball and get those second chance opportunities are exactly what keeps this game close. Last but not least, if not get them the outright win. Last but not least, speaking of outright win, I got to trust my sources. Per ESPN, Eastern Washington has a 54.6% chance to win this game. Per Ken Palm, they have a 58% chance to win this game. So I love the Eastern Washington Eagles. I take every point they're willing to give us, but I think EWU wins this game outright. Montana just being severely overvalued. They're a public team right now. But you don't believe me? Just believe the trends. EWU, 7-3 ATS last 10 home games, 11-4 ATS last 15 home games following a 3+ game road trip. Very important this year. 21-8 ATS last 29 versus a team with a winning straight-up record. 7-2 ATS last 9 following a straight-up win, and 5-1 ATS last 6 following an ATS win. Montana, 3-13 ATS last 16 following a straight-up win. 1-6 their last 7 against the number on the road, and 1-10 against the number their last 11 games played in the month of enero. That's January. For you English speakers out there, hammer in for my fourth and almost final best bet of the day. The Eastern Washington Eagles now at +3, but son of a bitch with that movement now at this point in time. I mean, take any points that the books are willing to give you, but I like the money line.
I'm interested, man. I like that that road split, or as far as fading the road splits of Montana there, man. Just bad on the road. Went to North Dakota, a team that we're going to potentially talk about here in a minute. Lost outright to, I believe, one of the bottom 10 teams overall rated in Ken Palm, and they went on the road and lost to that team. And then also, I don't know, I'm not sure if you mentioned it or not, but the recent history of Eastern Washington taking care of business in this matchup also interests me as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't mention that, but they for some reason EWU Montana is the one team EWU handles. So
yeah,
I like them to keep it up, keep it doing. There you go. Let's keep it moving, keep it grooving. Final best bet of the day from your boy. This is probably my favorite bet of the day, to be honest with you. We're going to the matchup between the SMU Mustangs and the Cincinnati Bearcats, and we are taking the SMU Mustangs. +2.5 is what I'm seeing it at. I got it at +2. Honestly, would sprinkle on the money line. I think the Stangs win this game outright. But overall, I will take any points that the books are willing to give me. Now, I said this on Jeff's show, so hope you didn't watch it, so this hits a little harder. But my friends, college football season is over with. It's done. Cincinnati's football team is out of here. It's over with. Their basketball team is not on the same wavelength. Do not spend your bankroll in the same fashion. I digress. That 91st ranked per Ken Palm Cincinnati team is 8-2 straight up on their home hardwood, but 3-4-2 against the number there. They are way too inconsistent for me to back, and not to mention, they're 0-1 so far in AAC play. SMU 63rd ranked in the nation per Ken Palm, 2-1 straight up and against the number on the road, so nothing to worry about there. They are undefeated in AAC play, 2-0 straight up, and they are hot in all caps with 15 O's, 37 T's, and 26 exclamation marks. You don't believe me? There's a couple of key insights and statistical means you need to know about. Neither of these teams boat race anybody. That is not their style of play. They like to play methodical, matriculate the ball all around the court, if you will, not up and down the field. How about that? So I looked at tempo. They're pretty equal, but if anybody's going to control the pace, it's going to be SMU. They're 157th in tempo per Ken Palm, 231st for the Bearcats in adjusted tempo per Ken Palm. So there you go. There you have that. With that being the case, SMU controlling the pace, dictating what they want to do. This game turns offensive, and Cincinnati simply cannot keep up with the Mustangs offensively. 70.1 points per game for the Bearcats compared to the Mustangs' 78.3. Sticking with SMU for a minute, 34th in AOE, 37th in effective field goal, 71st in two-point percentage, 38th in three-point percentage, and 80th from the charity stripe. Simple comparison, and you see the edge. Bearcats 162nd in AOE, 272nd in effective field goal, 161st in two-point percentage, outside of the top 300 from beyond the three-point arc, 332nd, and outside of the top 300 from the charity stripe. You want me to buy into a team like that? Who do you think I am? 305th from the free throw line per Ken Palm. SMU's ability to knock down the three ball and really take care of it from the charity stripe are what's going to allow them to keep this game close and I believe win the game outright. I already talked about Conference USA play, but a name you need to know about is Kendrick Davis. SMU point forward. He is a stud and a half. Mentioned a couple of the mean green guys. He is going to be a guy, if you bet on this game, you watch this game, take note of, buy stock in now. SMU is being extremely undervalued. Again, trusting my sources, ESPN, the worldwide leader, has a 53.2% chance on the Mustangs to win this game outright. I love it. I love everything all encompassing. This is my best bet of the day. It's not a 2-unit, 3-unit whale bankrupter bull motherfucker 1,000, 5 million. No, it's none of that shit. Do a single unit, but it is my best bet of the day. If you're not betting anything else, I would take this. I love SMU, but you don't believe me? Believe the trend. 6-0 ATS, last 6 overall. 6-0 ATS, last 6 versus a team with a straight-up winning record. Cincinnati, 1-7 against the number their last 8. 1-4 against it in their last 5. 17-38, their last 55 against the number versus a team with a winning straight-up record. 16-36 against the number their last 52 versus with a winning percentage above 600. 7-16-2. Can you say letdown against the number their last 20? Following an ATS loss, and 1-3-1 against the number last 5 home games. Not to mention, my friends, partner, the underdog in this meeting, last 7 meetings actually between these two teams, 5-2 against the number overall. So, I absolutely love the SMU Mustangs, plus 2.5. I know I saw it tick up some places across the market, 2-3. I think we see a move back down to 2.5 for the most part. Yeah, it looks like for the most part it's coming back down to 2.5. Juice is the 2.5 and the 3 in some spots is getting the juice, minus 115. So I'm sticking with it. It's my best bet of the day. Absolutely love it. SMU Mustangs. Wrap it up. Get me the hell out of here. Plus 2.5.
I like it, dude. I think you're on the right side. It seems like a lot of people are just expecting some big regression coming from SMU, which I can kind of understand, but, they can have some regression and still win this game by 5, and that might be considered some regression compared to what they've been doing. So I think this is a massive overreaction, regression type guessing line here, and I think you're on the right side with it, man.
Yeah, 150%.
They've won and covered in 5 straight. There's no way they do that again.
Right. Come on, dude. They've won and covered in 5 straight. There's no way they do that again. There you go. There you have it. My best bets of the day. Suits, we will never be, partner. Moving on into the third segment of the day. One thing the Suits will tell you to never do. But we do it anyway because we like the extra jam juice and we like a little entertainment and a little nonsense going along, as we hope we do for you guys here. A little edutainment, if you will. We educate you and entertain you. I'm on a fucking roll here today. I hope we give you a brief mental vacation, if you will, an opportunity to say fuck it to all the rest of the world and come hang out with me and Mags and forget about everything for a little while. I hope we can do that for you. But I digress. Nothing the Suits will tell you to do, we do. Special play of the day, Board Bender Parlay, my friends. That's right, it's here, it's live, it's in prime time. 4 legs on the sumbitch. It's paying out over 10-1 odds. First 2 legs are coming from the college basketball hardwood. Listen up, listen clear. If you miss anything, don't worry, we'll recap it shortly. I don't know why I was so dramatic about that. First leg, UND. We just talked about him. University of North Dakota, Fighting Hawks. We're taking them plus the 3.5. Why is that? Because they are playing the Nebraska Omaha. I can't even think of what the hell the Nebraska Omaha team is. They are not good whatsoever.
Find it in a second.
And that's why. That is the exact reason why. They are a full
Mavericks.
fade train. Mavericks. I knew it was an M something. I couldn't think of what it was. And it makes sense. Nebraska, Omaha, and wild Mustangs out there. Makes sense with the team name and everything. I like where their heads are at. But I digress on that. Back to the Fighting Hawks, plus 3.5. Neom, as you'll see, Nebraska, Omaha, they are bad in every category, every means, every point of this game that we bet on called college basketball. So there is no reason they need to be favored. I think the Hawks win this game outright, but as I have kind of started to come to say, I will take every book or every point the books have been willing to give me. So I'll take the plus 3.5 with UND for the first leg of the day, partner. Anything else on that one?
No, not too much to add on that one. Both these teams are not very good, but UND at least has what appears to be a little bit more fight in them from game to game, I would say.
150%. I agree with you on that point. As always, got to come with a couple of key trends. Nebraska Omaha 1-4 against the number last 5 as a home favorite. 3-10 against the number last 13 home games overall. 2-5 ATS last 7 as a favorite overall. When they're losing, they stay losing. 9-22 ATS last 31 games following an ATS loss, and 3-7 against the number last 10 following a straight up loss. There you go. There you have it. First leg of the day on the Board Bender Parlay. University of North Dakota plus 3.5. Okay, second leg. Going to the matchup between the Washington State University Cougars up against the Colorado Beefaloes. Shout out Ricky the chef. Cito mi corazón.
Shout out Ricky.
That's my guy. Shout out Ricky. Beefalo Buffaloes. You had to be there, guys. Hey, wait, you had to be a member of the TTL faithful to know what I'm talking about here. Hey, damn, that's been a while ago. There you go. The Colorado Beefaloes, also known as the Buffaloes. We're taking, for the second leg, we're taking the Colorado Buffaloes on the money line. I actually tweeted it out yesterday, and it's funny that we ended up taking this. But Colorado is the number 1 team in the nation in home court advantage. You would look at this and you would say, damn, Washington State is a way better team. Go Cougs. Let's rock and roll. I'll take every point the books are willing to give me. But I say au contraire, my friend. I think you need to slow it down a little bit. I think Colorado is damn good on their home hardwood. They're 7-1 straight up. I could give a damn less about 1-5-2 ATS with this pretty much being a pick 'em. We're sticking with the money line. It's kind of becoming that trend. I talked about it with Jeff today. I think from here on out, at least for the foreseeable future, when we have these short ones and either side that we're pretty confident with, if it's a favorite, take a little bit of hit on the chalk, buy an extra nickel, an extra dime. Who the hell cares? And take the money line so you don't get smacked in the mouth with Miami last night, and you just take it to the pay window on the money line. We paid 115 versus 110. Oh no, my goodness gracious, pennies on the dollar if you're betting your units correctly. So, second leg of the day, Colorado on the money line. Partner, anything you got to wrap that one up?
Yeah, as far as Colorado, I feel like, Washington's kind of taken the spot, maybe not spotlight, but at least made some buzz a couple times this year, where Colorado hasn't really done that because of a couple of the toughest games they've had. Yeah, they lost, but it was Tennessee and UCLA, a couple of 2 top 15 teams, and they had a weird loss early, like first couple weeks of the season. Typically throw that out of the damn window. So I think this team has a lot to prove, and this is going to be the start of it, honestly. I believe this is their second Pac-12 game. I mentioned the first one to UCLA. They obviously lost that one and covered that one, by the way, but I think they get it done outright at home, partner. I mean, you mentioned the number 1 home court advantage. I would say that's like just a cherry on top. That's not even the main reason why we took this one.
100%. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
Second leg, Colorado Buffaloes money line. Third leg, I liked this one a lot before we even locked it in, had anything. Like, I locked it in before I started looking some stuff up. Shout out to the legend that is Joe D'Amico, our man, our guy. His best bet of the day, well, one of them, free pick phone line, shout out, call that, follow him at Joe D'Amico Wins. You can find the number, I don't know it off the top of the dome, something like 1-800-56-8854, something like that shit, I don't know, check it out.
Go look it up.
It's his best bet of the day, too, so I was like, holy shit, we love when we line up with him, let's fucking go, it's showtime, let's get it to the pay window. Third leg, New York Knicks, +1 is what we're taking, not on the money line. Take the +1 in case of any nonsense, any funny business. But we love them there. I'm obviously still staying out of the NBA a little bit. Obviously, getting back into it, dipping the toes. Did make this my full best bet of the day. I did make it a side play of mine. But it is on the Board Bender Parlay. Partner, I digress. Anything for the third leg of the day, Board Bender Parlay, the New York Knicks +1.
Not a ton, honestly. Kemba Walker is out, and that honestly isn't much of a bad thing in my eyes. He has not been very efficient. Their defense has been really bad when he's out there, actually. The last I checked, at least. It has moved up 1.5, too. Not concerned about that really at all. When you have spreads inside a couple of points, those line movements don't mean a ton, honestly, in my opinion. So I don't have too much to add on this one. I think Julius Randle has a nice night. You and I talked about his player prop, and I think that's a big reason why they might get this done outright is on the back of him. Put up a 30 and a win the other night against the Pacers. So wouldn't be surprised if he does another 30 bomb on the old Celtics here tonight.
100%. It is the sharp side. The money line is getting 99% of money, quote unquote, per consensus right now, but 42% of bets on the spread, Nick spread or spread in general, but 66% of actual money wagered on the spread itself. So I love that. Take the +1, +1.5, no problem, whatever. Third leg on here. Let's lock it up, round it out. Fourth leg, lace up the skates. We're going to the NHL ice. Going to the matchup between the Winnipeg Jets, and I should have wrote this down because now I can't remember who the hell they are playing.
The old Colorado Avalanche.
Excuse me. That's exactly why we took them. We're taking the Winnipeg Jets +1.5. It jumps off the screen at you when there is a hockey team that's way of a lesser team than another team, and they are only -128 on the +1.5 in the Lanch. Oh my gosh! I'll pin in that laugh. I can't now. Holy shit! Keith is back. He says says New York Knicks. 150%. I absolutely love it. We love it. We're all over it. But the Jets. +1.5. You see a much better team with the Avalanche -1.5. Oh, plus money. +105. +1. Ooh, we can get a plus money parlay to the payway. It's too good to be true. Don't trust it. Do not buy into that. The Jets are going to keep this game close one way or another. I don't know how. I don't know what's going to happen. What I do know is how to read line movement when it comes to the NHL market. There are very few opportunities that I have to read line movement like this. I'm not that in depth as I am with college basketball, NFL, NCAA football, all that shit. But I sure can read basic line movement like this, and this jumped off the screen at me. As well for my partner, anything in closing for the Jets +1.5, partner, pal, buddy, old guy.
As far as recently, Jets 3 straight wins, 3 straight covers, averaging 4 goals a game between those 3 games there. All 3 wins, couple of good teams, Vegas and the St. Louis Blues. And Colorado just took our Blackhawks to overtime. About a team that I would say maybe even a little lesser than Winnipeg. So they're playing decent, but they're not smacking teams in the mouth. Is kind of why we're loving this +1.5. In addition to the line reading there,
150%. Well, there you go. There you have it. I appreciate the closing comments, closing feedback. There's the Board Bender Parlay of the day. You know what time it is. It's time to recap everything we talked about here on the first half of the show. A little bit windy, but that's okay. Take the over every time we say. No reason to put a cap on good quality conversation. Without further ado, the producer was ready here today, my friend. Hey, I forgot. We said dare you guys. Bang. How about that? How about that? How about that? Hey, shout out Keith. Look at I said, hey, I dare you. Throw a little comment in the comment section. See what the fuck happens here today. Just see what happens here today. So shout out Keith. We appreciate you, my man. Thanks for hopping in.
Actual people, not bots. We're not going to pop up.
Yeah, we ain't doing that shit. Or loveface.xyz.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
I don't need no cam face bullshit. Whatever the hell they're always talking about. I don't know anything about them big wet butts. What I do know about is bets and what we are gambling on here today. So my friends, I kindly ask you to rip out your sports books, pull out your papers and your pens or your pencil if you are a mistake-prone human being, or whatever mode, method, or means you utilize to take stock of the TTL Crew's best bets of the day. Because as per usual, as I bring my partner back in the screen, the shot, it is now time to recap all of RMags and Colt's, the TTL Crew's best bets of the day for this beautiful Thursday of bets, January 6th, 2022. Kindly turn your attention all the way above to the top left portion of your screen. You see RMags picks 2 coming from you. 1 from the Big Ten, 1 from the Pac-12. He's got the Iowa Hawkeyes +2.5. Absolutely loves that one. Our Big Ten man himself. As well as the Washington Huskies +10. Cool with that one all the way down to +8. Let's shift this over here so everybody can see us. There you go. There you have it. Now, top right portion of your screen, my picks. Mid-Major King has entered the chat. 5 coming at you right here. We're taking the St. Thomas Tommies +4.5. Middle Tennessee University Blue Raiders +3.5. The UNT Mean Green filling our pockets with lots of the same on the money line. Eastern Washington Eagles +1.5. I call bullshit on the movement. Take every bit of the points the books are willing to give you in that matchup. And the SMU Mustangs wrapping it up at +2.5. Right next to us. We got another one. We will have a comment coming in shortly, but right next to us, the Board Bender Parlay. 4 legs on that bad boy. We bend the board to fit into what we need to get to the pay window. We're taking North Dakota plus 3.5. The North Dakota Fighting Hawks, that is. Colorado Buffaloes on the money line. The New York Knickerbockers plus 1.5. And the Winnipeg Jets plus 1.5 in the matchup tonight against the Colorado Avalanche. Lock that in. Over 10-1 odds. I see 7, 8 plays, 7 straight. Play your single units, be who you can afford to be. One special play rounded out for 8 that are all making it to the pay window tonight and loading our pockets. I already said it with nothing but mean green. But before we can do that, we need you to lock them in, hammer them home, sprinkle a little bit of dough down, whatever you need to say. Just make sure you get today's TTL Crew best bets of the day that are primed for ticket cashing in at whatever the current best line is on your favorite sports book. Love it. Ooh. Absolutely love it. Shout out this legend right here, Anthony
Yes, sir.
Sparks. Great stuff. See you at the window, my friend. Appreciate the hell out of you. Little do you know, that legend right there coached your boy in basketball some years back. Now we cash tickets together. So shout out, Tony. Appreciate the hell out of you, my man. Hey, tell everybody in the fam, the Sparks household. Holy shit, I can't believe fucking Grady is what the hell's happening? Time's flying is what I'm trying to say here. Our best bets of the day. Appreciate you, Tony. There you go. There you have it. Yeah.
Keeping the theme rolling, what is the name of this old St. Thomas Tommy's basketball court here?
I tell you, hey, I see the purple shield. My eyes lit up. Oh boy. Okay.
No brand name. If you don't know it, you don't know it.
Yeah, I have. I'm trying to see if I can see on the.
I was
trying
myself
to see
it.
right here is where I was trying to look, but yeah, I got no idea.
No. Schoenecker Arena. That's what it looks like.
Schoenecker. Schoenecker. There's a place.
So the more you know.
There's a place in Lake of the Ozarks. We talked about this a while called Shoney's.
Shoney's,
That's
sure.
what that Shoney's reminded. That's what we call this Shoney's Arena. That'll be the short for it. Schoenecker Arena. Shoney's Arena. A little buffet. One of them old.
Schoenecker maybe. I don't know. A little OE maybe silent. I don't know. Dude.
You know how the Schrader. Yeah. Shout out Roll Birch. Schrader
That's
Hall.
What I'm talking about
something
here.
like that. Maybe
SCHOE Necker.
Schoenecker. Yeah. Maybe a little Schoenecker.
Schoenecker sounds right. I don't know. Schoenecker. Who knows?
I don't know. What I do know is we're live from it, and we got 8 plays to get to the pay window. What I also know is we got more show to go, and we have more text on the screen. Moneyline Dice Roll, MCN/UNO. What in the world could that possibly mean? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because I am the guy to tell you. That would be the McNeese State Cowboys against the New Orleans Privateers, my friends. And entering the chat are the Moneyline Dice. You want your own set of Moneyline Dice? You see it in the description there. Go to moneylinedice.com. Of course, we got an offer code for you, too. What kind of guys would we be if we didn't? TTL10, TTL10 at checkout's going to get you 10% off your first order, moneylinedice.com. Should be getting some merch in to rep the boys here pretty soon. Pretty excited about that nonsense. They made an appearance on Breakfast Bankroll today as well. Didn't have a coin in hand, so they were able to do just a quick little pick deduction for us. I mean, they didn't even make a pick. They just helped me choose a side real fast. I mean, absolutely electric. Multiple uses for these Moneyline Dice shits. You could probably even decide what you want to eat for dinner. You just, hey, are we going to the home team Wendy's or are we going to the away team McDonald's? Damn. We're fucking going to McDonald's. Dude. There you go. There you have it. I'm talking about the use is endless.
My girlfriend and I do that with an actual coin. I don't know why I never thought about that for
Moneyline Dice,
Papa.
Dice, dude. Moneyline Dice, Papa. There you go. You want your own set? You see how to get them. For now, McNeese State Cowboys, New Orleans Privateers. Been a big fan of the Privateers. Cashed a couple of tickets for us. Been a fan of the Cowboys, though, as well. Cowboys football was solid. Not too sure what their basketball is doing so far. Barter, as always, lay it on us. Where's this game at? What's the spread? What's the total? What else do we need to know?
Alrighty, so a little early afternoon action for you, partner. Get you through the afternoon. This one is at 1:30 Central Standard Time. New Orleans coming in at that -2 favorite. I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this was -1 about 2 hours ago.
They flipped. I want to say they were the dogs.
Maybe. I looked at the map. It looked like it jumped around a lot over the last 12 hours, I imagine.
Yeah.
But regardless, -2 for New Orleans right now, -128 on the money line, +2 for McNeese, 106 +106 money line for McNeese. Go ahead.
It's really interesting because when I was capping last night, I was capping about 12 hours ago, about 11:30 last night, and this game wasn't open. So
Okay.
really interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, really
Okay.
interesting. Continue.
Yeah, and last but not least, 151, another big total. We got some big totals
Shootout.
today.
Shootout.
Proves to be a fun one. Uno 4-7 straight up, 5-4 against the number, 2-3
Shout
on
out
the
Justin
road.
Fields.
ATS. Yes.
Shout out Justin
wait.
Fields.
Why is that?
His dog's name's Uno.
Oh, all right, fair enough. McNeese
Fair down.
State
Fair down.
4-9 straight up, 5-4-1 against the number on the season. Does not appear that they have they're 3-0 straight up at home, partner, 0-0 against the number. That means
does
they have
that
played
happen?
some. Like you are the main man that loves to bring these. That means they have not played a D1 opponent at home. They've played 3. Who the hell knows who the hell they are teams at home
Okay.
this season. So we shall see, partner. We shall
So,
see.
in the words of you, sure seems like a who the hell knows who the hell wise kind of game, is it? So, all across the board. So, we yield back. We have no idea. It's time to bring them in. The cubicle. Not spherical. Not octagonal. But cubicle. All-knowing. Ever-present. Ever-powerful objects that be. The Moneyline Dice. You hear them for a little morning ASMR for you. About to be afternoon here. Afternoon for you East Coast viewers. We appreciate you too. But right here, right now, first roll of the day. Home or away? Will we be going to that home team, New Orleans Privateers, that are undefeated but have not played a plug nickel? Or are we going to go ahead and say, yeah, that away team's got some value. Give us the Cowboys. I don't know. Mag doesn't either. But this
Sorry, you're
damn-
flipped. McNeese is the home team. I don't know
Oh,
if I
shit, I
misspoke
apologize. Yeah, maybe you did. I have no... either way, it's backwards on the shit, though. So McNeese is at home. I apologize. I was looking at it backwards. McNeese is at home. UNO is the away team. Okay, now we all are on the same page. We find out 3, 2, 1. Away team. Away team. UNO. Okay, unofficially, the first selection is the away team. New Orleans Privateers. Next roll up. Are we going to the money line or are we laying the 2 points, the bucket? I don't know. Neither does Mags, but once again, we all find out. In 3, in 2, in 1. ATS. You see it? ATS. The New Orleans Privateers
Plus
for the first
minus
one, -2 for the first unofficial selection. Final roll, the miscellaneous roll, the wild card roll, the what the hell are we doing roll coming up next. Will the dice double down for yet another day? Will they say, no, boys, sorry, we messed up. We need to re-roll everything. Or hold on, we got an extra ticket for you to cash. Sorry we messed you up yesterday. We're going to give you a little bit of restitution, if you will, in the great words of Shannon Sharp. We're going to go to the total. Give you another ticket. I don't know. Mags has not a clue.
No,
but
no
this
idea.
doggone cubicle object does, and we all find out in 3, in 2, in 1. Money line. I see a money line. I don't know what it is yet. Away money line.
Dice doubling down on, I believe that's doubling down on -2, correct?
Yes, and when it's that, well, no, when it's that short, kind of per our new rules, we can just take the
doubling
money
down
line.
on the money line.
Double
There
down
you
on
go.
the money line. If it is a dog, then we will take the points as well as sprinkle on the money line.
there you go.
So, double down on the money line. Okay, double down.
Okay, Dice. I don't even have a half opinion on this one.
The dice have spoken. If you want to guarantee, take one ticket. Count it. One ticket. Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 10, but one ticket to the pay window here tonight. Not per me, not per Mags, not per any living, breathing human being on this planet, but per the all-knowing, ever-present, ever-powerful cubicle objects that be the Moneyline Dice. Hammer in right here, right now. No questions, no qualms, no queries. The University of New Orleans Privateers on the money line.
Okay, thank you, Dice.
Thank you, Dice.
I don't know. What do you say, partner? Is this
I mean,
interested?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not interested. I mean,
if
I was going
if
anywhere,
this
I
was
was
buried
going
at like
UNO.
7 p. Yeah, if this was buried at 7 p.m., I'd probably just not even think about it for a second. But the fact that it's at 1:30 p.m.
and I could
has me
sure
even more
use a
interested.
little bit of a sweat in about 2 hours from now. So
It's been a while since we've had a nice afternoon sweat.
UNO money line. Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll drop in the bucket.
Yeah, you know, a little bit of that pizza and beer money, little sprinkle.
There you go.
Little sprinkle. Houston Baptist up against your boys to fade. Sela. No, maybe that's Arkansas Pine Bluff. Same damn animal, Lion.
Yep, no.
Southeast
No idea who
Louisiana.
Sela is.
Southeast
Well, I know who they
Louisiana
are, but-
going up against Houston Baptist. Tight game right now, 15-14.
Yeah.
Interesting, but we will add UNO minus 128 on the money line. Solid little number there to the bet slip today. Okay, thank you, Dice. We appreciate you.
guys.
All right.
2-2 on the week, I do believe.
I do believe you are correct as well. We'll go back and recap it for sure so everybody knows. But the show has officially gone off the rails. We are officially just moving and grooving and talking. Hey, it's probably going to go to noon, so y'all folks better strap in. I hope you got a refresher coffee. If you're watching us on your mobile device, you might as well bring us in there with you. Take us get yourself another doggone sip of water, coffee, whatever the hell you got to do. Because we still got plenty of nonsense to get into. It's Trivia Thursdays, and it's time to kick things off with the second half of the show. Partner, what the hell is burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul that you have been dying to get out to the kind folks that joined us on episode number 196 of the TTL pod on this absolutely gorgeous January the 6th, 2022.
Before I do that, man, a little bit of breaking news. Someone you literally just mentioned about 5 minutes ago. Bears are placing Justin Fields on the reserve/COVID-19 list ahead of this weekend's game.
Good. That's okay.
You actually, I think you like that, actually.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you don't like him.
I don't like that.
I mean.
Like, hey, T's and P's. I don't want anybody to get COVID. That's not what the fuck I'm saying. I don't want him playing the last game. But fuck it. While we're here, partner, I think Matt Nagy is going to be the head coach of the Chicago Bears next year. I don't think he's leaving town.
I was going to tweet this, and then I was like, you know what? I'll wait for this.
He ain't fucking
Boomer, some random source said, oh, they've told Matt Nagy he's not coming back, and then Boomer Esiason and like, yep, and then Nagy said, I didn't hear
Y'all
that.
are full of shit.
31 other franchises. These news outlets could try and take a guess and take a stab and assume that that's happening. 31 other franchises. You would be in the right to do so. This is not the other 31 franchises as far as firing head coaches go. So
here's my
I
biggest
think he's
thing.
gone, partner. I do think he's gone, but I don't know, man.
Okay, here's my biggest thing.
Yeah.
I am a conspiracy theorist, if you will, a truth seeker.
sure.
I don't like to say it. A truth seeker, if you will. The thing that's standing in the way for me, okay, is the fact that they have no rumblings, no hirings. When the Bears do something, they're too stupid to keep it in house. They don't like, oh, hey, we can't, don't fucking talk about it. Nagy finds a way to say something about it at the press conference. Then Pace has to figure out a way to pace his way out of that fucking conversation so he doesn't blow anything. Then next thing you know, you got old McCaskey popping up saying, oh, well, I'm not really a fucking football guy, but at the end of the day, I think that this could be a good move. That's not what they do. They don't keep shit wrapped up. They don't keep shit silent. There would have been already some type of, yes, this is Matt Nagy's last game. There has been nothing. Number one. Number two, there's coaches out there. Great coaches out there, as a matter of fact, that have been out there looking for damn positions. One being Byron Leftwich, who I would take on the damn Bears in a heart attack. Now it looks like he's going to reunite down there in Duval County, and we ain't had no conversation with nobody. Now, yeehaw, yippee skippy, you can think all you want fucking Jim Harbaugh comes back in the league and takes the Bears to the Super Bowl, but you can fucking pound sand all you want.
Well,
that has letdown central written all over.
Well,
period.
So I think that wouldn't be you don't want it. I don't
keep
think
Nagy and blow up the whole fucking place. Move it to Arlington Heights. Leave everybody else in Chicago.
As far as Harbaugh, I don't think that would be a bad hire. I just don't think he's leaving Michigan. First of all, to entertain that. I mean, what? So you're essentially saying what he's accomplished everything he wants to accomplish at Michigan, beats Ohio State once, gets to the CFP, gets waxed by Georgia. That's it. I did my job here at Michigan. That's what I came here for, right? Not saying he thinks they can climb the full mountaintop, but I can't imagine he wants to go, beat Ohio State once out of whatever the hell it was, 7 times. That's it for me. I'm out. I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I think this was the tip of the iceberg for him at or at least in his eyes, as far as Michigan's concerned. I don't think he's leaving Michigan.
No. I was about as stupid as Cliff Kingsbury going back to Oklahoma from what he's got rolling with the Cardinals right now. So,
Right.
Oh, buddy, I don't know.
If he wanted to come back to the NFL, I bet he would take it, though. I bet he would.
I bet he would for sure. Sean Desai, I'm a big fan of Sean Desai, defensive coordinator. I'm not worried about that at all. Bill Lazor, I fuck with him heavy too. I don't know what it is, but like, I don't think Nagy is going to be gone, and I think there is some crazy something in the back of that front office's mind that, you know, he really ain't this bad. He's just had a couple of strokes of bad luck in a little COVID season. We can turn things around. No problem, no harm, no foul. Like, I mean, what else? Dude, you going to do that? I mean, okay, you know, I guess it already happened to fucking Trevor Lawrence. Not apples to apples, but you have one system, a coach that hypes you up. We love you. We want you. Come in. Here's the system. Let's study it. Let's move it. Let's groove it. Let's make you the next best thing since fucking sliced bread. Oh, hey, now I'm in Cancun on a yacht somewhere. I'm out of this fucking NFL shit. Not saying that's what Nagy's going to do, not apples to apples, again, but it's just, okay, well, a brand new system, a brand new everything, a brand new what?
Does that man want to come back next year and deal with this shit again as far as
Probably
the media?
Not. Probably not,
How
though.
could he
Probably
want
not,
to?
Though.
I mean, I'm
like,
sure there's the competitor in him that's like, fuck this, I want to get my lick back. But
yeah, as a human being, like, it pisses me off because if I was a human being standing on that sideline and somebody was saying, fire Colton, fire Colton, like, suck my fucking cock, first of all. Like, yeah, just big old one. Just take a big old slob, first of all. Second of all, you come down here and do this shit I'm doing, and then then we'll have a conversation after that, maybe. Like, he's a human being at the end of the day. Yeah, he's screwed up royally. He has. It has not been good in Chicago at all. I have come to terms with it, as many Bears fans have not. However, he's a human being at the end of the day. It's just like, dude, what the? I mean, man. United Center, Soldier Field,
fucking State Farm Center in Champaign,
multiple events everywhere.
His son's high school.
I mean, it's insane. It's insane.
Oh
it's insane. It's not good. It's not good. And he's a human being. You can't do that, people. You can't do it. That's why sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I'm a Bears fan, but I just. Yeah.
The high school thing, like, unless his son's a piece of shit, like, obviously I'm not trying to talk about high school, but you know what I mean? Like, if his son's at all, like, a nice dude at all, like, how are you going to do that to, you know, anyways.
Okay, if closing thought, if he is out of Chicago, the only fucking place he's going is to coach special teams with Adam Gase at whatever a penitentiary program he's coaching down there in fucking Texas. I don't know what he got going on, but it ain't going to be.
Maybe he can make a trip over to his son's high school. You know, that fan base would welcome him, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they would. They'd just
be
off the
hilarious.
charts. Oh,
that would be actually hilarious if that happened.
Yeah, old Jeff tried to get me down the old Bear. Jeff tried to get me down the Bears rabbit hole with 3 minutes left to go in his show.
I was listening.
I said, "You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind right now." But yeah, so yeah, there's my soapbox for the day. It's a clusterfuck. I'm glad Justin's not playing though. Not glad he doesn't. He has COVID.
Right,
T's and P's, everything. T's and P's to my ma too. Shout out ma. Just kick the fuck out of Uncle COVID. Let's go. Anna, you are definitely not somebody who's gonna get a shout out. Don't know who you are, but don't know what all that nonsense was. Either way, ma, kick the shit out of Uncle COVID. Let's go. Well, she's still on the mend. She's getting back, moving and grooving, but still kick the shit out of Uncle COVID. So shout out, ma. Everybody's getting sick right now. It's absolutely crazy, dude. Shit is absolutely bananas. Be careful. Mind your T's and P's. That son of a bitch Omicron or whatever the fuck that thing's called. And Delta, Beta, Gamma. You left a son of a what? I mean, all of them. Fuck them all. Fuck you, COVID. All right. There's the rabbit hole number one.
Okay.
Shit, we were supposed to get into RMags Sidebar, but we didn't do that.
Sideways.
So here we go. Let's get into the sideways sidebar.
All right, dude, this is going to be hard. I'm going to have to give you some hints for this one. I think this is just interesting. Did a little, on this day, January 6th, what is the most popular song in certain years? The number one song, it's like typically you look like, what was the number one song on my birthday or whatever like this, but...
Well, you just want me to start naming them, or...?
No. So 2003, I brought some years for you. I got some bonus points for you.
Years along.
Popular songs, though. Very popular songs, very popular artist.
Turn me up.
What was the? I'll give you without any hints. As far maybe one like genre type hint. 2003. Okay,
Ooh,
what is the
okay.
number one song on this date in 2003? Not rock, and it is a male singer. I'll say that for my first couple of hints here.
It's definitely going to be a Justin Timberlake song. Yes? No? No. Wow. Male singer, 2003.
I shouldn't. I don't know if I should male artist. I shouldn't say singer.
Male art.
So maybe that tips you off into another hint.
Oh, are we talking about the good music? We're talking about a little bit of rap. A little bit
correct.
hip hop. A little bit.
Correct.
A little bit. Big subwoofer in the bank, like what's up? Hey, shout out fucking Snoop Dogg. That and Mount Westmore, banger of a fucking song.
Sure.
But not around in 2003.
That song at least. Snoop was. This is not Snoop.
2003.
This man has been known to associate with Snoop.
Oh no,
Slightly.
It wouldn't be Nelly then.
No.
Because I was thinking Nelly. Wiz Khalifa wouldn't have been 2003. That was way before Wiz. Oh boy, it's known to associate with Snoop.
Slightly. More so.
Damn.
Along
03,
with
this is
other
a hard one.
friends
And
of
it's
Snoop.
funny because like 03 is like right when I got into rap music, like right around that time.
I mean, think of
So
the
I
most
would
popular.
be losing my mind. Who let the dogs out? That's what everybody was
colder,
at the party was
colder.
jumping.
Colder.
Hippie-yo.
Colder, so much colder. You were starting to like. I could see it kind of like potential
I was
options
thinking
formulating.
like maybe Dr. Dre or Eminem, but like that.
Huh?
Oh, maybe a little Eminem. My name is no, it wouldn't have been
No.
Slim Shady in 03.
a little bit later than that.
It would have been 03. That was on the later album. That was after Haley was older. Damn, dude, you're tapping me into my fucking
Big
old
stadium
files.
song, like big pump up song.
Oh! There's the vomit on his sweater already. Mom spaghetti. There's
nope.
no. What the fuck is it? I'm gonna be here for a month.
2 words. First one starts with an L. Second one with a Y.
Lose yourself. That is.
Yes.
There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom spaghetti. He's nervous on the surface, but he looks calm and ready to drop bombs.
that Lose
But he
Yourself?
keeps on
Oh,
forgetting
jeez.
what he
My
wrote
bad.
down. The whole crowd goes so loud. He opens his mouth,
Wow.
but the words won't come
I
out.
whiffed on that. My bad.
Yeah, that's exactly
My
what
bad.
it
Alright.
is. Lose yourself in
I was
the
thinking
music.
just
The
the hook
moment
of it,
you
yeah.
own it, you better never let it go.
So
Hey,
now
yeah,
I feel like
dude.
the fucking dumbass over
And I was banging that song when it came out.
Of course. I'm listening to all these songs after this. All right, moving a little quicker. 2004. Staying in the hip hop R&B, less of that style of rap and more this song, 2 words, exclamation point. It's 2 words and an exclamation point.
Hey,
Bingo.
Speaker Box and The Love Below were the first 2 groups that I fucking fell in love with. I fucking love it, dude. Oh, that's got to be Speaker Box and Love Below, probably top 5 all time, no question. Like that's why I got into rap music. I love oh my gosh, Andre 3000.
Yeah, that one.
Another
yeah.
rabbit hole.
2
Let's
jams.
not get into it.
2
Holy
jams.
shit. 2 jams.
Moving a little further ahead here, 2008, middle school. Think your middle school dance times here.
Shake it like a
Still
ball,
hip hop
ball,
R&B
bitch.
genre. Still hip hop R&B genre. Think
Uh-huh.
middle school dance. Think
Oof.
middle school dance.
Good times. Whew.
I don't know. That'll.
Get your
I'll start
rulers
with that.
out.
hit.
Get your
2008.
rulers out. Get your rulers out. No more than 12 inches closer to each other, pal.
Yeah.
None of that bullshit.
Not a slow dance.
None
Not
of that-
slow dancing.
None of that bullshit grinding in the middle school there. Even though
Very
we had some
grinding.
fun.
So if there was one single song that rule might apply to in our middle school days of 2008, friend, this is it.
Oh shit. 08, there was some dirty shit come out. Oh, a little fucking T-Pain, a little that's Timberland, is it? No, who the fuck sings that? Shorty had them apple bottom
Yep.
jean boots with the fur.
fur.
I thought that
Flo
was
Rida.
Oh, that's Flo Rida.
Flo.
Talk
Get
about
low,
just
low. Am I wrong about that
low,
though? If there's
low,
one
low,
single song where you're where your
Yeah.
your dance chaperones 3 feet
Or
apart, whatever the hell it is, no grinding.
That one, or the I put my hand up on your hip when I dip, you dip,
Oh, yeah.
we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. You got just a bunch of fucking 13-year-olds just fucking getting fucking wild.
At the time, I was like, why are you guys being so
So I'm
lame?
like,
and now
fuck
it's just
you,
like,
fuck
yeah,
you.
why
I look
would
back
Of
like-
course they were saying this to us.
Oh,
Of course.
good God. No wonder. I mean, no wonder I got sent home with a fucking detention for making out with the girls in 7th
good
grade.
grief,
This
dude.
don't make sense to me. All right, I digress. Continue.
All right. So bonus points now. I don't know if you'll get these right off the bat. These are, I know you're, these are some massive artists as well. Females, though. These next ones, obviously.
Okay.
Big names. 2007, 2009, 2010, and 2011. So 4 songs. One artist has 2007 and 2009 locked down. One of the biggest female artists of all time.
That's
Still
gotta
going.
be. That's got to be Ye. Beyonce.
Yes, sir. So
Beyonce.
2 of the songs are Mrs. Beyonce. 2007, 2009.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring
2009,
on it. That's
single
gotta
ladies,
be one
yep.
of them motherfuckers.
Nice.
The other one would be.
Might not come to your head, but when I say it, yeah, I don't know how else to give any other hints
Yeah,
here.
it feels like it's right there. What you got?
Irreplaceable. You must not know about me.
You must not know about me. I could
That's
have
a jam,
another
dude.
you in
Yep.
a minute. Matter of fact, he'll be here in a minute, baby. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. Turn
Love
it
it.
up.
Okay, 2010, 2011. 2 songs, 2 massive freaking hits here. I don't know how else to give you hints on this one. One artist was this song. Not quite a one-hit wonder. She definitely made some waves again, somewhat recently, I guess. I don't know how to give you other hints on these 2. The other one,
Years again.
2010, 2011. These 2 songs, 2 different artists.
2011.
Both females.
2010, 2011.
Actually, one of the songs has now become a incredibly famous app, social media app.
Social media app. One of the songs has
Not
become
Twitter.
incredibly famous. No shit.
Not Instagram, not
incredibly
Facebook.
Famous social media app. TikTok. Kesha.
There you go.
On the clock.
I was waiting to
Holy
see if you were
shit,
gonna.
Let's go, son. Look at that. It just connecting dots.
There you go. I was like, is he gonna go past it? Yeah, TikTok, Miss Kesha, 2010,
Love it.
2011.
Wake
This
up in
artist
the morning. What the fuck was
feeling
it?
like P Diddy.
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. What's up, girl? That shit was so that was so fire, dude.
These are jams, dude.
Oh,
High
that
school,
was a
middle
banger.
school. Oh man.
Oh, that was a banger.
Getting nostalgic here. So this artist also still very, very famous. Her prime was definitely 2010 to 2015. Hosted a Super Bowl, actually, or halftime show, I should say.
Oh, that's easy money. That's got to be Demi Lovato.
No, sir.
No, really? Wow. Okay, fuck.
Still very famous. Still very, very famous. Just not, I wouldn't say she's in her prime. Oh, geez. Changed her hair color about 1,000,001 times at this point.
You're just freaking naming Demi Lovato.
July 4th is a hint as far as the name of the song.
Oh, Katy Perry.
Firework.
You're a
Yes, sir.
firework. Go and show 'em what you're worth. Make 'em go, oh, oh,
So,
oh.
Hey, I can play that song on the piano, believe it or not. Pretty simple, actually.
The more you know. Are you? Hey, fuck off. Give yourself credit. Give it fucking pretty simple,
actually
actually.
really easy.
I
It
don't
is
give a
actually
shit.
really easy.
So was Amazing Grace, but I can play that on the damn piano. Not many
there you go.
motherfuckers can say that.
Huh?
So, there you go.
A little tribute Thursday. How about it?
Hey, I like that. Keep it coming around. I'm a big fan.
I started like, I was like, let's see. Obviously, we weren't born really close to this day, but I started in 95. Then I was like, nah, there's no way I'm going to even give hints on this one. And then I finally got up to 2003, and I was like, okay, here we go.
That's
Here we
like
go.
that's like right when I really started to fall in love with music.
Yeah.
What 03? I would have been like
7, 8?
7, 8 years old. Gee,
Yeah.
Christmas. Okay, Merry Kwanzaa. Here we are, hosting the Talking the Line podcast. Hey,
Hey-o.
partner, welcome in. Okay, RMags Sidebar Trivia Thursday. Appreciate you, dude. That's a good one. Shout out again. We talked about him a few times throughout the show, but shout out Jeff Dawson.
Yes.
Was on his show this morning, Breakfast Bankroll. You can catch Riley on there tomorrow, same exact time, 9 a.m. to about 9:30, 9:45. You know my happy ass. I can't ever shut the hell up. So might be a little bit shorter than mine. Who knows? We could have probably kept fucking talking. I had to put a
He said he's
going
to get me into some Big Ten rabbit holes, so I'm pumped about that, man.
You'll probably be in some damn rabbit holes for sure. So be sure to tune in that tomorrow. Follow him at EC Sports Invest on Twitter, East Coast Sports Investors. If you want to go ECSI, EastCoastSportsInvestors.com. Check all their stuff out. And who's to say, who's to know? Huge shit coming in the distance. That's all I know. Who's to say, who's to know? Huge shit coming in the distance. You stick around, you might be a part of it some point in time. That's all I know.
Hey.
Go check it out. Speaking of other shows, other content, Wise Words, Season 2, Episode number 6, we have secured our guest.
Yes.
Legendary
Exciting.
son of a gun that we didn't even know about till here pretty doggone recently. Legend in the sports gambling industry. Friends of friends. Fuck, that was weird. I just said that. Friends of friends in the industry. Holy hell. Pretty much the only reason why we got it. So can't wait to talk to him. Gonna absolutely be electric. I checked out his profile picture. He looks like a freaking electric factory. I can't fucking wait. Cannot wait to have a conversation. I think we are going to have plenty of rabbit holes to dive
just
in.
an unbelievable sports storyteller, and I am. As the sports historians that we are, I am
that's all I
through
keep
the roof
hearing.
with excitement, dude.
Yeah, that's all I keep hearing is that he tends to be at the right place at the right time and has nothing but just electric stories.
Hopefully we can add to that, I guess.
So we'll see what happens. Who knows? Maybe, yeah, there you go. There you have it. So stay tuned for that. That'll be next Wednesday. Partner, I got to talk about you sending all that bullshit, So I'll talk about you after the show. But yeah, that's next Wednesday, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. That will be the 12th. Available on YouTube first, and then podcast directories. You are watching on YouTube. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the drop of that bad boy next Wednesday. Cup of Joe on Campus comes back this Saturday. We will go through the entire collegiate basketball slate. There was about 164 games on tap. About 30 have been postponed due to that son of a bitch COVID. So we're down to about 36, 38, roughly, somewhere in that ballpark. I can't exactly remember how much it was, but run through every game. We'll talk some shit. We'll give you the plays we already locked in, plays we are avoiding entirely, and plays we have no idea on, so we just need to talk them through. Come join us, sip a couple of cups of Joe on your Saturday morning. Get ready for a loaded day of action. Coming back finally this week. Only available on YouTube and on our social medias. We don't put that one out on any podcast directories, so you got to tune in live for that one. Outside of that, what was I thinking? There was one other. Oh, Friday's episode. Friday's show, we're doing NFL special.
Yeah.
We won't have any Friday picks. We'll obviously put out Friday's picks. Like, we'll have them on the Action app. We'll have them on TalkingTheLine.com. We'll have them on Chalkboard, too. We'll have them all out there. So you'll be able to find our picks, and you can always, obviously, just message us or friggin' comment, whatever you want to do. We'll give you our picks. But Friday's episode is going to be an NFL special. Last week of the year, Week 18. First Week 18 ever. Kind of effing
Goofy
crazy.
week, but I'm
It's
sure we'll
already
still have some value, though. 100%.
a goofy week, and we're a goofy ass show, so plenty of time to talk about stuff. So we're gonna take all the Friday rather to knock out the NFL slate, kind of talk through it, anything we've locked in. I might not have anything locked in, honestly, with you guys. I might just come to the fucking show and lock shit in live as we're talking about it. So
I got Packers -1 earlier in the week, up to 4 now.
Show is.
Me.
So hey, we do, my friend, that we do. Rocking the green across your chest as we speak. Last but not least, other content. Next week, UFC comes back. Your man gets to flex the muscle again. UFC back in action. Cannot wait. Should be an electric card. Chikaze, I keep forgetting it. Either way, we'll talk about it next week. Gonna be absolutely electric. Absolutely love it. Can't wait to see it. Mags Extra Cheddar. One final week for him for Extra Cheddar on Sunday. Then it's out there. I got him to agree this time. There you go. There you have it. RMags Extra Cheddar keep coming around until the Packers are out of the playoffs or they win the stupid Super Bowl. Outside of that, other blog stuff coming. I am still working on the mid-major report. Hopefully next week we can have that rocking and rolling. Just had some unexpected shit pop up this week, so we'll just keep it moving, keep it grooving. Outside of that, if I missed anything, you're looking for more TTL content, want to follow us on the socials, yada, yada, jump in this episode's description down there, the link tree, or you can go up to the browser, type in talkingtheline.com, and you'll see all of our shows, all of our best bets, everything in between. Partner, 42 minutes after the top of the hour. I got some pretty short motivation minutes. Nothing crazy to dish out. Anything else on the end of your world?
No, sir. There is one big old rabbit hole that I don't know if we want to go into because it might take a good chunk of time. As far as a certain, we have spent a lot of time talking about the dude. Antonio Brown, dude, is what I'm talking about. As far as what he released yesterday, this morning, as far as pictures. That might be a windy one, so I don't know if we really want to dive in or even speculate because I really don't know what the hell's going on now. I don't know about you. Officially released, though, by the Bucks during the show about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, officially released, huh?
Officially released, yep.
Okay. Yeah, I was kind of scrolling through here trying to see. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
Essentially making some accusations, essentially.
Yeah. How do you even tread around this shit?
I know. That's why it's like...
Because I don't want to bring additional toxicity in the bullshit. That's not what we play. But
the main thing that I was kind of saying is like, stop and not whether we do it or just the masses. Stop reacting to whatever the latest, whether it's even news or just whatever he put out yesterday. Not saying he's right, not saying he's wrong. Stop just blindly following the newest piece of news because maybe he's right, maybe he is crazy. I don't know. Maybe he's been messed up by the Bucks. I don't know, man. So. I don't think we should try and speculate at this point. Let's wait for some more news. Let the damn lawyers handle this, which seems like that might be where it's headed.
I think that's where it's headed, and I think it's going to get pretty nasty, my friend, if I do say so myself, because now we're into like grievance and all the other bullshit territory. Yeah. But hey, T's and P's, whatever goes on, man, Bucks might be in some real hot water. And speaking of hot water, so might AB. So, God,
who knows?
Good luck to old Tampa Bay and the boys down there. That's all I know. No other late breaking news from me. Just a quick look around here. Nothing. Yeah, nothing crazy.
Cam Akers. This was yesterday afternoon. I missed this somehow. Cam Akers apparently coming back this weekend.
Yeah, he sure is. They said he was ready to go yesterday. They kind of teased at it like, oh yeah, he's ready to go. He should be pretty set, rocking and rolling, which is pretty damn. I mean, fuck, you tore your Achilles. I mean, doesn't that seem just like, sorry, I apologize. You did.
No, I did. I'm laughing like that because it's
not even similar at all.
No, because I did like a month of physical therapy. Like, okay, I can walk, and then I moved to Chicago from Bloomington. I was doing physical therapy there. I could walk, I could jog. I was like, you know what? I'll just do my own physical therapy. Got to a point where I'm comfortable living. Probably at this point, I don't even know. It's almost 3 years now. I am not going to be out on the football field or the basketball court anytime soon is what I'm trying to say here.
Okay, so didn't complete the old physical therapy, but
essentially yes, but as far as
was close enough.
As far as like to athletic, like doing athletic, like cutting athletic activities, no thanks, and it's not worth it. Bad history of Achilles in the old Mags family over here.
I see. Okay, well,
Pops tore both of his about 20 years apart. One about my age, the other one about 40.
So maybe you just take her easy, pal. We just don't do anything crazy. So never mind.
Shoot around only.
Maybe you are not the best one to ask about rehabbing a.
I mean, it sucks. I know that for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, of course, any fucking thing does. I fucking fractured my femur. Fractured my femur when I was 12 years old. That sucked. That fucking sucked. Yeah. Bad. My leg's still. I'm like a human barometer. And when I snapped it, it went on top of itself like this. So it's a whole fucking story. I'll tell it to you sometime, but we're already deep in a rabbit hole. So 46 minutes after the top of the hour, let me write down broken leg. I'll bring it to you guys sometime. I was jumping four-wheelers in the backyard. You know, I'm from the middle of nowhere. Sure. Saw a tree coming, decided, well, hell, let me just whiskey throttle this thing. That's when you forget about the brakes and just hammer down on the old throttle. Saw the tree coming, said, oh, shit, I better just get off of this thing. I don't know what I'm doing. Rolled out, said peace and love. Went to stand up, stood up, went to walk away, went back down to the ground. The rest is history, and your boy's got some nice scars to relive it every day. So there you go. There you have it. We'll tell you the story sometime in full. But that's enough for me. That's all I got. Motivation minutes coming right up. Partner, anything else from you?
No, sir. Take it away from us.
Okie dokie, artichoke. My motivation minutes of the day are now live in prime time. So I told you guys at the top of the show, my stepdad actually, it's funny, used to Sunday mornings before we would go to church, would have Reverend T.D. Jakes on the screen, and he's the one that you see actually a lot from a lot of people in our industry. The wake up, wake up, wake. That's Reverend T.D. Jakes, and he's just an electric human being. It's who he is. That is his personality. And I follow a couple of different motivational pages. Who would have thunk that? But he came across one, and I was like, shit. And I stopped, and basically he was talking about, you know what? Forget it. Give up. Start dressing like them. Start acting like them. Start walking like them. Start talking like them. Forget it. Fall back in line. Who the hell cares? Because once you stop giving up your need to be, or you give up your need to be unique, then fuck it. You give up, I didn't say it like this, but you give up your need to be courageous. And so, whoa, dadgum. So you start to fall in line with the crowd. You get affirmed. Everything seems peachy keen. Everything's mushy gushy. You lose the ability to even be courageous and start going out on a limb, and whoa, holy, got into a rabbit hole and a half. So today's Motivation Minutes and my reading this morning was that you have a significant purpose. You are significantly unique. And it just kind of all came full circle because I found that late last night, the TD Jakes. But I just wanted to tell you guys, just dare to be uniquely you today. Dare to be courageous. Dare to do it every day of your life. I hope that both Mags and I can show you that it's possible to be uniquely you in a day-to-day life. Mags is not like me. I am not like Mags, but we meet in the middle. And you guys shouldn't be like me either. None of you should be like anybody on this planet. You should be number one. You shouldn't want to fall into a crowd. You should want to create your own drum. You shouldn't want to add to the kit of somebody else's set. Forget that. I'm trying to walk to the beat of my own drum. Who knows? Maybe my drum's like a drum ain't nobody ever seen before, and everybody else thinks it's dumb. It won't work. But I'm just gonna be courageous and see if it'll work. And holy shit, it gives me a little bit of rhythm. What you know about that? And what I just said there kind of led me into. Stan Lee said this one time, and if you're not a Marvel fan, hey, look where I'm going, partner.
Hey, look at you.
Stan Lee said this one time, and it's really, really, really fucking powerful because he almost gave up on what he did. And even though I don't watch Marvel a lot, I don't get into what everybody fucking loves it like fucking crazy. I love some of the old stuff, but what the man is and what he did with that company, the brand, the franchise, the characters, everything is absolutely insane. And he said at a symposium one time, he said, if you have a dream that you truly believe in from the bottom of your heart, you know can come to fruition, don't let some idiot talk you out of it. Nobody else is going to share your passion. Nobody else is going to share what you have. If you want to be unique, you want to go to the next level, you want to take your life to the places you want it to go, you have to be courageous and you have to be unique. Because let me tell you, all the best ones of us, shout out the Mad Hatter, little Alice in Wonderland for you as well, all the best of us are crazy. All the best of us are a little screw loose in the head, because that's what it takes. It takes being different, looking at things in a different light than everybody else, nameless, faceless, gray blobs walking along talking about the same shit. We could have easily stopped and talked a whole bunch of toxicity about Antonio Brown. You want to dive into that toxicity, go ahead. You're not going to find that here. We're going to be unique. We're going to be different. We're going to keep the positivity flowing no matter what. And I hope you guys have the courage enough to do that as well. In whatever you do, whatever platform you have, whatever thing you do on a day-to-day basis. Maybe you're just in corporate America. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe you love that. Obviously, you know me and Mags. We got out. We ain't going back. But if that's your thing, you love that, be the best you can be in that. Be unique in that. Be courageous enough to stand out from the pack in that, because believe you me, both me and him know how hard it is to do that in that situation. My friends, you have a significant purpose. You have a reason as to why you are here. You are uniquely special and have the ability to impact this world. Dare to go find those things. Not today, not tomorrow, not next week, not the next month, for the rest of your damn life. Be unique, be courageous, and dare to find your significant purpose. And that does it for my motivation minutes of the day.
I love it, dude. I absolutely love it. I mean, at first, before you brought in some Marvel stuff, of course, you're tripping my triggers with that. But before that, as far as, I love what you said, like, I'm not you, you're not me. We meet in the middle when we need to. We're unique where we need to, and aside from that, it sounds like you're pretty close to tipping the scales to joining the old Marvel train. I don't know about you, dude, but... No, but I mean, yeah, that's a fantastic example. I mean, you think back, I'm blanking on when exactly he started doing that, but you have to imagine the backlash that someone got when they started,
his
coming
own
up with
family.
Ideas with superhero comics.
His own family, dog.
You're
his
drawing
own
up
family.
a dude about guys
doing
shooting
what?
webs out of his wrist. You're doing what
really?
now?
Really?
You're doing what now?
Oh, you have a guy that has a cutesy little friend sidekick in a gay little
Right.
spandex uniform? Oh, cool. Fun.
Right.
Nice. Like, could you imagine, especially in the times that he was coming up in? Like,
Right.
it ain't
I
nowadays.
mean,
It ain't
obviously, you
nowadays
understand
where-
how big it is now, but you still give me, and everyone else, like, kind of grief as far as that stuff is concerned in
Yeah.
a fun way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, goodness
absolutely.
gracious, man.
I mean, yeah, I respect the hell out of it. And I mean, I guarantee you there were plenty of times that Stan Lee could have just said, you know what? I don't care to be Stan Lee anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and fall back into pack, get rid of all that shit. And boy, oh boy, are millions and billions and trillions of people happy as fuck that he didn't.
Yeah.
Who knows who you might impact by doing that today, too. So there goes my motivation minutes of the day. All right. That's official. That's it. That does it. Episode number 196 of the TTL pod. Absolutely loaded day. Going to be another loaded day tomorrow. Everything all encompassing. I got nothing else, dude. Anything late breaking last before I get us on out of here?
No, sir. That is all I got. Let's get on with our day, my friend.
All right, it's time to jump aboard the money train and head directly for Payday Station. But before we can, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers far and wide, for myself and Mags, we bid thee adieu and thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for all of your support, your follows, your likes, your shares, your comments, your retweets, everything all encompassing. Thank you. It is allowing us to open doors that we never dreamed possible, allowing us to make this bigger and better for you, allowing us to make the content better, allowing us to have other avenues that you can enjoy TTL or maybe even additional content with other people. Who knows? But it's because of you guys. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We appreciate each and every one of you and all of your support. Last but not least, you didn't think I forgot, right? We hope you have a spectacular rest of your Thursday, unless you have any other plans. We'll meet you over yonder there at the pay window here in a few short hours. But for now, lock in all of today's best bets, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Same time, same place, same two goofy goobers. But for now, let's cash some tickets.